Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or good morning, since this uploads at 10 o'clock. I wanted to sit down today and do a video on how to be more organized and productive. I'm not saying that I'm an expert at this, that I have this all mastered and I'm the queen of organization and being productive in my daily life. However, I juggle a lot of different things throughout the week. As you all know, I am in school. I'm working on my bachelor's degree in healthcare management. So I juggle that. I'm going to be taking 16 credit hours this fall. A little bit nervous about that, only because last time I was doing YouTube and taking that many credit hours. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath. I found my tripod. So we are being blessed with the tripod. So I'm not used to looking at my camera with lights. It has a ring light. Not used to it. So just bear with me if I'm making weird faces and I'm out of breath because I had to go dig in the basement for it. But anyhow, I'm not saying that I have this all mastered, but being in school full time, doing the YouTube thing, and just daily other events that are just daily, everyday obligations that I sign myself up for, I have a lot to keep track of. So I have found a system, and I thought I would share with you some of my tips and tricks. And I have my little notebook because we all know I write everything down. So that way too, I don't ramble, because let's be honest, I can ramble. I'll admit it. Okay, the first step that I think is important is to get yourself organized. By that I mean, I sit down on Sundays and I do my dry erase board, which I've shown everybody, my dry erase board. But I get the dry erase board and I update it for the coming week. So that way all I have to do in the morning is when I sit down, I see, oh, it's Monday. Today I clean my bedrooms. Oh, today I have a doctor's appointment. Oh, today I have an assignment due. Oh, I'm going to dinner with a friend. Whatever. So that's how I keep those things organized. And I do that every Sunday. It takes me maybe an hour. So make sure that you schedule a time that's convenient for you on planning. My second tip is to take notes. I write everything down. If I have an idea for a video pop in my mind, I write it down. I'm known to have notebooks next to my bed. So if I wake up and I'm struck with a great idea, I'll write it down. I write a lot of papers through a semester. And there's times that I have dreams about those papers. I had one project I had due. Here we go rambling, but I'm going to tell you the story anyway. I had one paper that I had, it was a project that I had due, and I was, in my dream, I was relating it to alligators. Why? I have not a clue, and not that I did that, but it got my mind thinking after I woke up, and I'm like, why was I dreaming about alligators and relating this paper to alligators? That I looked at the paper again through a different mindset, and I was able to relate that paper to something else and tie it all together. And it came out really good. So it probably really helped my grade. So I'm always thinking, especially when it comes to papers and it comes to final projects and it comes to processing information from a class. I do a lot of reading. I read at night. I read school stuff. I read, as you guys know, personal development books. I'm always reading something at night. I block off about an hour at night before I turn the lights out and go to bed. I lay there and read. And then I do my gratitude and say my prayers and I go to sleep. So, but I schedule all of that into my day. Pandora does not appreciate my quiet time. She does not appreciate that at all. That's when she wants to play. That's when she wants brush. That's when she wants to go for a... I can't say the word. Sorry. She's right at the door taking a nap. And if I say that word, that will be the end of me working today. So she likes to go for and it's not a long one, but it's a rainy, yucky day. I don't know if you can tell outside. The sun's not out. It's just dreary and gross, which is why I'm using the ring light. So take notes. Just write everything down. Some people are better than me with using digital, and they use their Google Calendar for everything. The only time I use my Google Calendar is when I have, like, I'm sitting at the doctor's and we schedule an appointment. I immediately, when she says, how's this date at this time? It's great. Okay. And I'm putting it in my calendar at the same time. And then I tell her, okay, it's saved. She still writes it down for me, God love her, because she knows I'm not going to remember. But it's in my calendar, and then I make a mental note. Okay, as soon as I get home, I'm going to write that in my calendar. So that's how I handle that. But if a digital format works better for you, do it. Would you like a bone? I was prepared. Would you like a bone? Would you like a bone? There you go. That's a good girl. She's going to lay right here at my feet now and eat that bone. God love her. Okay. Get a system or a routine, and again, that can be digitally or on paper. I'm a paper girl. I think it's because I'm over 40, and that's how I grew up, was writing everything down. I like to have something tangible that I can hold and that I can look at. It's just how I operate, and I label everything. Labeling things helps. I'm going to be doing a video in the next few weeks on organizing and setting up a new desk system, and maybe that will help, and I'll show you the things and how I label them, so I know if I use a plastic container, I know at a glance what's in that box. So if I'm looking for something, because inevitably, just the tripod is a prime example. Nothing when I moved was labeled. Unless it was in a box from when my mom and dad moved into their condo. They labeled everything. My mom was good about writing things down. I will say that. I need to get better about that. So she labeled everything. My boxes are just a jumbled mess. I found boxes downstairs of things that I've been looking for, like decorative. I have just tons of home decor and wreaths and antiques and things that I used in my other home that I'm not using here. And I want to get plastic containers and organize the basement. That should be a whole series on this channel, is organizing your junk in a basement. It's to me, I can't get rid of it because it's my parent. Anyway, I'm on another tangent. Okay, let's move on. The next one would be separate events and tasks. Events are things that you would put on the calendar, doctor's appointments, weddings, events. Tasks are things that you would like to accomplish, or like a to-do list. And I separate those. I put events in my calendar, and I do my tasks in a notebook. I group tasks together. So if I'm going out and I'm going to do grocery shopping, I may make 5 other stops while I'm out just to save time. Sometimes I do that. I will admit sometimes I do not. And it just depends. With me not working, I like to separate those things so I know, oh, today I'm going to go out and go grocery shopping, but tomorrow I'm going to stop at TJ Maxx and look for some more 0 sugar, 0 calorie syrups. Or I'm going to stop at Goodwill. I break things up sometimes just as an escape from the house. Some weeks I like to be out more than others. This week I have been home all week, getting a little stir crazy. So I'm going to have to bust out of the house. Maybe tomorrow I'll bust out. All right. The next thing is do important things first. Not only do important things first, because that's kind of obvious. I do tasks that I'm not crazy about first. I'm not crazy about cleaning my bedroom, which is why it's done on Monday. I'm not crazy about doing laundry. That usually gets shoved to later in the week. And especially my washer and dryer. My washer is broken. The motherboard fried on it. So I've been going, because who has extra $600, especially when you're not working, to buy a new washer? So I've been going to the laundromat. So you will not, on my cleaning videos, you will never see me do laundry. Well, that's one reason. The other reason is I'm a person that when I pull it out of the dryer, I like to pull it out hot, fold it, and put it in my laundry basket and bring it up and put it away right then. Because let's be honest, if you pull things out of the dryer and they're cold, they're wrinkled. And I can't stand to sit there and take the time and spend my time and my energy to do laundry and then have wrinkled clothes. That just irritates me. It's a pet peeve. I can't do it. I watch other cleaning videos and these girls are sitting there folding laundry, and God knows how long that laundry's got to be cold by the time they're folding it. And I don't understand how they do that and how they keep their clothes looking from a wrinkled mess. I can't do it. So as soon as I dry, I fold. So the laundromat's working for now. It is on my list of things to save for is a new washer, because I'm not going to continue going to a laundromat. Moving on. Okay, the next thing is schedule time to make plans. So I plan out all my tasks. Again, if it's going to the grocery store, I plan that out. I have my grocery list ready, and I have to write that on a physical piece of paper. I'm going to get comfortable. On a physical piece of paper. If I'm going to Target, a list for Target gets put on a physical piece of paper. Like I told you, I make myself very accountable to sticking to my budget. So I kind of know what groceries I can get on my budget, what things I will have to either wait or would be like a treat for me. Same with Target. I walk into Target and I end up with all kinds of dollar spot items. Now I allow myself 1 or 2 items from the dollar spot, and I have that put onto my list, and I factor that into my budget. Because then I feel like I'm really doing something. I'm really not. It's what, a $3 to $5 item, but it makes me feel like I got a little treat for the day. Just how I stay accountable and how I keep my budget in line and the whole bit. Organize things that pile up. If you know that for you, tasks like cleaning out the refrigerator, deep cleaning the kitchen, those items pile up for you, because that would be me, then I know that I have to organize my time to allow plenty of time for those items to get done. Plan the night before. Now, after I'm done reading is usually when I'm sitting on my bed, and I pull up YouTube videos. YouTube videos on how to grow your channel, how to read the analytics, how to I'm always trying to learn and grow so that I can make better content for you guys, and this channel can grow and I can do the best I can do with it. So I do a lot of that. I sit there. This is my notebook for YouTube, and I just sit there and I take notes. I write down tags. Tags are things that I have to add on the back end of a video so that when people search for certain things, my video someday when this channel's bigger, people will actually be able to find my videos. So that may not have ever been here before. So I sit there and I get video ideas, things that I can do to help my channel, different techniques that I can use with editing, different techniques I can do with filming, all of that stuff. That's what this is for. I brought these 3 little notebooks out just to show you. I haven't opened these. These are brand new. And I liked them because they're tie-dye. I got that one, and this one. And I use them for different things. I may use them for school. I may use them just to write down thoughts. I have a notebook like this that I use for when I'm reading a book. I think I've shown that one to you guys, that I write down things that strike me when I'm reading a book. So, and then I brought my planner out here. And I'll put the link to this specific planner, and I think they had different fronts on them. I'm sorry, there's eyelashes, if you can see that. There's eyelashes on there. I went out with my friends when they were here from Florida last weekend, and this was the little ends of the lashes that I cut off. I wore fake eyelashes that night, so I went all out. So I have in here, I even have a piece of paper that has what classes I still have left to take. These are the classes of when I'm taking them. This is what I scheduled for fall and summer classes are on here. And I'm going to write down my final grade in that class. I write down my final grades. I keep track of my GPA. That goes on my whiteboards because my GPA is almost a 4.0 and I'm very proud of it. Again, for somebody that was never supposed to graduate from college, I'm really proud of my GPA. So, and then it has, there's a little, you can't see this probably because it's clear, but it's a little ruler. So I do use that from time to time, and it just pops out, and that comes with it. It comes with stickers. And they're more like school, like it says first day of school. These are more school related, but like it has homecoming, school dance. Those are stickers I'll never use, but fresh start. There's ones that I do use on here. And then tests today, obviously I'll use those, but anyway, it has those stickers. And then each month it has, trying to go to a month I don't really have anything written. It has your regular basic old calendar, and then when I have events, doctor's appointments, whatever, I write those on here if it's not in the current month. So if I'm planning things for September, I'm writing that on a page that's like this. And then I don't think I had used this the first, okay. Then it goes into pages like this, and it has nice long, let me pull you closer. Oh boy. All right, let me adjust. Give me 1 second. It has nice long days on it, except for Saturday and Sunday are shorter, but I still fill them up. And I write down things that I write down, like my weight, and then I number 1 through 10, and I write down 10 things I'm grateful for. And then I'll write down, you know, once I've looked at this, and it's July, let's say it was July, I'd look here and say, oh, on the 1st, I have an appointment at this time. Well, I usually write those down here, so that way it's out of the way. And then my to-do lists are pretty basic, like grocery shopping, cleaning, things for Pandora, and I just keep track of those in a totally different way. I do those the night before. I write down a to-do list, and then when I wake up in the morning, I already know what I have going for the day, whether it's filming a video, doing editing, my cleaning, that sort of thing, or some Pandora has something going on, because, you know, she's a very busy girl. She's very busy. She's very popular. So sometimes she has play dates, whatever. So those are just some of my tips and tricks of staying productive and staying, I want to make sure I went over everything with you. Staying productive and keeping my life organized. And then my school system, you had a treat. You're not getting any more. And then how, as I was saying before we were rudely interrupted by Pandora, is I keep my school stuff organized in a Trapper Keeper. So, and I do that by class. I have there's a section in the back of the Trapper Keeper that has like a clip, and then I can sit there and take notes. If I have an online class meeting on Zoom, I sit and take notes, and then I take that off and I put that in the folder for that class. And I just keep things organized that way. I keep track of all my grades. I call it my school Bible because it becomes a part of me. Right now, I only have the 1 class. I'm getting ready to pick up 5 more. So I have to stay on top of things because keeping track of that many, your brain can only hold so much information. So that's how I keep the school stuff organized. And I hope you picked up some tips that will help you keep your life organized. If you have a tip on how you keep your life organized that you think everybody could benefit from, please leave it in the comment down below. I would love to hear from you. Make sure you subscribe and hit that like button. See you next time. Bye.